Hi, this is Shaman Weaver Sheila Baker. So, um, this time of the year really is about allowing the summer to go. It's done its thing. We're moving into the cooler days. And oftentimes, when we're in this transition, we lose focus, right? And hey, Jennifer. Hey, Susan. And that lack of focus takes us further away from our goals, our desires. Hey, Fred. All right. I'm going to get busy. Jennifer, this one is for you. So, if you think about this, hey, Amy, tonight, let your card be something that allows you to focus, okay? So, Jennifer, this is for you. Sylvie and Michael, hi. Oh, Jennifer, what a great way to begin. So, here we have Bliss. Hey, Tara. Here we have bliss. It's beyond contentment. It's a happy family. It's the in the sky. Hey, Kim. Hey, Rebecca. So it's in the sky, the rainbow of cups. In the hey, Courtney, in the nine, we have a being with crossed arms, content, but not open to more love. So in this, you've opened to more love. So, and it's a beautiful manifestation of open-heartedness. So Jennifer, blessings. Hey, Gypsy. Sarah, Kim, Rebecca, Kate, nice to see you. Samantha, hi. Okay, Susan, this one is for you. The Chariot, Major Arcana, which means that God, as the big chicken in the sky, is trying to get a message across. So I'm going to put it up close because the message that they're getting, the way that I see this is that, well, and you can see it too, he has no reins. See? And these beings here who would pull the chariot forward, they're looking in completely different directions. So there's no ability for forward momentum. What this says is that right now your head is in the clouds and your feet are on the ground, but they're not connected. So find a way to rein things in, okay? And hopefully that's helpful. There you go, sweetie. All right, Fred, this one is for you. Oh, I love this woman. I love this queen. She says, I have an idea and we're going this way. So it's all about thoughts and ideas and putting, so an idea becomes a thing only when we put it into motion. Other than that, it's just a random thought wandering around. So she says, I have this idea, let's go this direction. Great ally to have, especially in planning for the rest of this year and into the next. Wonderful ally for you. All right. Hey, Susan, Siobhan, Michelle. Hey, Stephen, nice to see you. Crystal, thanks so you guys for hanging out. So, Amy, this one is for you. I love this card. Look at it. It's beautiful. What it says is you have enough time, money, and resources and energy to train a falcon. It's a 9. It's completion. This is decadence, opulence, and being, being able to, first of all, find a falcon. Okay, then you've got to lure it to you. You've got to train it. This is a time-consuming thing and also a passion. So whatever you're doing in the physical world, because these are pentacles, money, property, tangible things, it's going to bode well and bring you. I think is actually going to bring you more than you've already set your heart on. So won't that be fun? There you go. All right. Sylvie, this one is for you. Another major arcana, the Emperor. So the thing about this guy is he's all about Aries, independence. I can do it myself. That's what he's all about. He is a wonderful ally on account of he comes from the heart. See his scepter here? This is Venus. And so what he does comes heartfelt. However, he often jumps and bites before he actually growls. So this is a knowing about when to bite and when to growl and when to take action. And sometimes we just don't need to. We can just sit with it. In that independent Aries, it's all about me kind of initiative. So there you go. Wonderful ally, knowing when to growl and when to bite. What a great thing to know, eh? Joseph, hi. Nice to see you. Michael, this one is for you. So, the world. This is the very last card of the major arcana through which we learn our lessons. This says that all that you've put into play is complete, it's done. So when this happens, we get to go all the way back to the Fool again and start again. So this journey of life goes through all kinds of interesting permutations and movement. It says that you're about to begin again. So you've got everything that you need and needed. That one's complete. Now it's time for something new. So there you go. Travis, this one is for you. Ace of Cups. So sometimes when we see the world afterwards, we see an ace. In your case, Michael, this one, Travis, sorry. This one is a new beginning of watery stuff. Love, cups, emotions, and it's a gift from the gods because see right here, this hand is coming out of this cloud and it is overflowing love. Sometimes this is with a person. Oftentimes it isn't. It's just that overpowering, overwhelming love that we thank you. Thanks, Travis. It's that overwhelming love that we just feel for no particular reason. So there you go. Wonderful card for you, and thank you so much. Okay, Tara, this one is for you. Ooh, that's interesting because I'm going to show you both because this card, the Tower, came on top of this card. So apparently they both have meaning for you. So I'm going to put them the way they were. So the Tower is necessary destruction for positive reconstruction, okay? Something's got to fall away. And in your case, it appears that what needs to fall away is you carrying other people's burdens, because that's exactly what this bloke is doing. He can do it. Look at, he's buff, he's got big thighs, he's got big biceps, he's putting his back into it. But this isn't all your work. So a wonderful shamanic thing to do, and so that you get this necessary destruction, you don't keep on carrying these, is to get pickup sticks, or in lieu of that, toothpicks. Get 10 of them because that's how many there are here. And drop them on a table, flat surface. Look at them. Are any of those yours? And spend a moment really looking at them. And you may decide that none of them are. You may decide that some of them are. Only pick up the ones that are yours. That's your necessary destruction here. And so only pick up the ones that are yours. Leave the rest there. When we carry someone else's burdens, they can't get their life lessons. And they don't get a poke, they don't get a nudge, they get a wham in the nose and they're surprised. So this necessary destruction will leave you with only your own burdens, therefore, after. So good for you. All right, Gypsy, this one is for you. Another new beginning, a gift from the gods. In terms of the mental realm, swords are thoughts and ideas. And a few moments ago, we had thoughts and ideas that were put into action and a direction. This particular new ideas are going to actually be kind of elevated. They're going to be elevated thinking that you haven't maybe experienced before. And Hmm. Yeah, so look for those. Look for this being a brand new way of conceptualizing, not just thinking, but conceptualizing. When we have a concept, when then we think about it, sometimes that conceptualizing is a whole new way of doing something, and it will be made manifest in the practical world, but it'll come through the mental realm. So there you go, sweetie. See you soon. Ed, hi, and Brenda, nice to see you guys. Kim, this one is for you. Fives are lessons. Yep, here. So in numerology for me, a 5 is a lesson. The lesson here is that there's been some conflict in the mental realm. These are more swords, thoughts, ideas, constructs, and putting them into action. So this says that of the 5 ways that you're thinking about something, only 2 of them. See, he's picked up, oops, there he is. He's picked up 2 of them, right? This one is a maybe, and those 2 on the ground over here are absolutely rejects. And there's discord about this. So know that the discord says, how am I thinking about this? And is it worth my time and energy and effort, really? So by all means, let those ideas go. 2 of the 5 are worth carrying home, and 1 is a maybe, and the rest of them, let them go. Just drop them and leave. Whatever that means. Okay, Rebecca, this one's for you. The Queen of Cups. So the thing that I love about the Queen of Cups is that she's fixated, right? And she's surrounded with love, and perhaps that's her fixation. When we come to realize that we're all love and what we're here to do is be expressions of that love, then without being fixated about it, with being able to maintain, and that's what this Queen does. She sits on solid ground, holding her chalice, her love, her emotions, without tumbling into the water, without getting knocked over, all coming from love. So beautiful ally, especially in times when we're not feeling necessarily the love, and when we're maybe not even manifesting it, not even being that love. You know, the other day I was like, grumbling about something, and on my door it says, I am love. And I went, oh yeah, well, I forgot. And then I just went, oh yeah, if this is love, then how can I run around being grumpy about things? Manifest, do something about it, but just don't sit in the grump of it. Hey, Judy, nice to see you. All right, Courtney, this one is for you. Oh, give it a rest, girl. So 4s are rest and relaxation, recuperation, rejuvenation. This says that you've been over analyzing something, but it really is time to stop thinking about it and just be at peace. Now, there will come a time when you need to get back into action, but it's not now. And so have you guys noticed that it's really that right now what's happening is a lot of us are laying low. And I was talking to someone about this the other day, and her take on it was that we're laying low because when it all falls apart, and it's all falling apart, that those of us who've been in the lay low position are going to rise up, and we're going to know what to do. And I thought that was very ambitious and trusting of this person. So really, isn't it about, figuring out your desire, moving in the direction of your desire, and not letting anything deter you, no matter the distractions, or whether you spend 2 years over here doing something, or 8 years doing something else. Come back to what's important. Come back to what's right, true, and beautiful for you, and remember who you are. Hi, Sandy. All right, Kate, this one is for you. Another lesson here. This lesson says that you have willing allies to help you. Wands are passion and fire, drive, connection to the divine. There are beings, known and unknown, seen and unseen, physical and non-corporeal, who are willing to help you. But you got to give them a sense of direction. You have to tell them what to do. So look to your allies and start bossing them around. Seriously, our guides cannot help unless we ask. And then once we ask, sometimes you have to say, well, would you mind going over there and doing such and such, and help me with this? And until we do that, they're just standing around, just like these beings here. They don't know what to do. So ask for help and then give direction. So there you go. Do both of those things. And oh, and I'd love to hear how it all turns out. So there you go. All right. Samantha, this one is for you. Courtney, you're welcome. The King of Cups. So what's super beautiful about this guy is he's floating around out there on the waves on a big old hunk of concrete, dangling some toes in the water, holding on to his chalice, right? On one side over here is a dolphin, and over here are ships. So he sent his ships out. Cups are emotions, and he's the master of emotions. Can you imagine floating around on a big old hunk of concrete? Well, think about the ships, but there's no ballast here. So, but he's floating around, not being knocked off center. So what a beautiful ally for you. And you can see he looks a little stoic and pensive, but and think about meditating. When you're meditating and you're sitting there, you're not, well, after you quiet yourself, you're in that pensive kind of place. So nice guy to have for the next week. Check back next week and see what happens. All right. Nunyan, this one is for you. Oh, okay, I got two, so I'm going to give you them both. She came up on top. Be your own star. And underneath here is, there. Underneath here is the 8 of Pentacles. You're putting on the finishing touches of a project. The hard work is done. And then, guess what gets to happen? Then you get to be the star. So I don't know what you're working on, and I don't know how it's working out, but what I do know is that wonderful cards for whatever you're bringing into manifestation. So there you go. 8 of Pentacles and the star. Blessings. All right, Jennifer, this one is for you. The Knight of Wands. See these 3 triangles, pyramids down here? They're body, mind, and spirit. He's on a quest to bring the body, mind, and spirit together. And on his garments here are lizards. Lizards wake up your dreams. So he's on a quest, and he's not stopping. You know, he's not like some of the other knights that are hesitant. His horse is roaring off and ready to go. He's also inspired by Mercury up here. Okay, so listen for the messages, watch for ways and questing for bringing the body, mind, and spirit together, because isn't that what we're all here for? And I believe that when your body, your mind, and your spirit are all united, you're in bliss. And to be in bliss and hold that energy at this time is really, I mean, how many of your beliefs have come up and you're attached to that, and that's your bliss? Or you don't have this and you're grouchy about it, and you go, whoa, my bliss is attached to that. So unattach your bliss from anything other than sucking air. Oh, look at me, I'm breathing, I'm in bliss. And move in the direction of bringing things more into right alignment with your authentic self, which is here to fully express itself in any way it likes. And you have unique gifts, and bring them forward. Otherwise, we will never experience them. So here you go. Hey, Karen, how are you? All right. So, Stephen, this is for you. juggling, and it's a monetary juggle. You are totally capable of doing it. You have done it before, and the reason that I know that is because there's an infinity sign all around the pentacles. Money, property, tangible things. You've sent your ships out. One of them right here is on its way back. The other one's going to take a little longer. Do not fear that you will not be able to do the juggling act, because this being, you in the moment, is completely capable of doing that. So there you go. Michelle, this one is for you. And Crystal, if you're still here, will you do me a favor? And if I didn't read for you, will you just send me a little note? Because I think I did, but Miss Anita, this is her right here. Here she is. Hi, everybody. She didn't cross your name off, so I wanted to make sure that I did. So, hey, Carol, nice to see you. Awesome. Okay, Michelle, this one's for you. The Wheel of Fortune, which says we're always spiraling in or we're spiraling out. There is maybe a moment of stasis, like it's like an in-breath, and then there's a pause, and then the out-breath. So the Wheel of Fortune talks about non-attachment. Okay, it's about, oh, I'm not getting attached to that. I'm not getting attached to that. I'm not getting attached to that. You know, look around wherever you are, and we can all do this right now. If a fire started, what would you grab? That's what's important. Okay, all the rest of it, it all dematerializes. The only thing that we have in life is our relationships. So first of all, it's a relationship to yourself. Be your own star. Be willing to be non-attached, spiraling in, learning something, bringing it back out into the world. So there you go, Michelle. Siobhan, this one is for you. The end of a karmic cycle, caput finito. There's no life left in it. So whatever it is, whatever the karma, it's done, it's finished. And now you can look for a brand new karmic cycle to start. It hasn't started yet because we can see the new day is dawning. It isn't here yet. It hasn't pushed the dark away yet. And yet, I just did a little talk about the dark side, the shadow side. It's a really important side of yourself to know. We like to go, oh, we're light workers, or we're positive, or we're spiritual. But spirituality also has an underside. And so it's important that we know. You know, it's important that you know what you're willing to tolerate. And so I talk about it in my Sorted Success program as non-negotiables. So into the karmic cycle, a new day is beginning. It hasn't started yet. So you can be in the grieving of this, the letting go of it. And we'll see what comes. There you go. Blessings. All right, Joseph, this one is for you. Okay, so a new beginning, gift from the gods, right here. All the aces in my deck are gifts from the gods. This one is practical. It's money and property and tangible things. This card is a tangible thing. Take the higher path. You're being offered something. Now, make sure that it is a gateway to taking you to where you want to go. Sometimes we're offered something in the practical world and it looks like it's useful and it looks like maybe it's a fit, but make sure for you at this time when you're being offered this gift that it takes you to higher ground. So there you go. Okay. Brenda, this one is for you. Oh, so I talked just a moment ago about the horses on the quest, and some of them are hesitant. This particular horse is almost ready, but not quite. There's something, and I think that because I can see this, oops, up here at the top, it has to do with thinking. So it has to do with some, what do they used to call it? Stinking thinking. So maybe it has some to do with that. Maybe some of your thoughts are holding you back. And in any case, and some of your beliefs, in any case, what this horse needs is it needs a clear sense of direction. Right now, it's about to move forward, but the quester, the knight, doesn't want to spill the cup. So I'm not quite sure what that means to you because I've never said that before, but there's a special message in there for you. So let me know if you get it. That'd be awesome. So Ed, this one is for you. Some of the ways that your thinking are hurting your heart. Swords are thoughts and ideas. They're the mental realm. And here it's piercing your heart. So sometimes when we downgrade ourselves, when we degrade ourselves, we make jokes about and that are demeaning to ourselves, those are hurting our heart. And yet we don't really even know to that. We don't really even pay attention to that. So I would say that be mindful of your speak, and especially about yourself. So here's a great shamanic trick. We can all use this. For every time you say something demeaning or negative, you've got to say 3 uplifting, positive things. And the other thing that's really wonderful to do is if you wouldn't talk to a 3-year-old the way you're talking to yourself, you're not allowed to do that any longer. So there you go. And I'm honestly putting you on alert for doing that because you may not even be aware that you do it. So start to pay attention to how you talk to yourself. And we'll watch this card turn this way, and all of those swords will drop out. So there you go. Be optimistic. Yeah, that's a great idea. All right, Judy, this one is for you. I'm going way over here. Okay, page, message. Something is bubbling up from the deep unconscious. It will not stay in that chalice. It's going to jump out. This is supposed to be a dolphin. So Judy, what I would say is go and look at Animal Speak and read his stuff about dolphins. Animal Speak is a book that was written by Ted Andrews. I think he's crossed over now, but it's all about animals and the meanings that they have for us in our lives. And what do people want to do? They want to go and swim with the dolphins. So imagine that this thing that's bubbling up from the unconscious is like you going swimming with the dolphins. And that juxtaposition of you and whatever it is that's bubbling up and you swimming with it. I mean, think about that kind of energy as opposed, I'm working on this or I have to get rid of this. Just swim with it for a while. It might just like swim away. That would be cool, wouldn't it? All right, there you go, Judy. Sandy, this one is for you. Thoughts, ideas, the mental realm. So what this says, and it's an 8. So go and look up the number 8 in numerology. It's amazingly powerful. So you're being bound by some ideas. And right now there are no lateral moves. You can move forward or you can move backward. You cannot stay where you are. And I'm going to put it up close and you can see that she's not really bound. She's bound by what she cannot see, and right now by what she cannot touch. But she could easily work her way out of this and realize that she can only regress into the past or progress into the future. So it's a moment for you. So there you go. All right, Karen, this one is for you. Wake up, girl. So this is a wake-up call. It's 20, just before the world, we wake up. Okay, and judgment doesn't mean that you're being judged. What it means is it's time, it's a spiritual awakening. You will not be able to miss it because Gabriel only blows his horn 7 times. So you've already got to, got to pay attention. So watch for the signs around you that you're being spiritually woken up and that you have gifts to share. And like I said a few minutes ago, if you don't share them, no one in the history of the universe is going to, because you're going to put your unique flavors and all of us, all of our unique flavors onto this. So wake up and start to share. That would be awesome. Okay, here you go. All right, Carol, this one is for you. You've got some decisions to make, and apparently it is not happening yet. You're at a place of indecision and wonder. So what I'm going to suggest to you is, first of all, that you look at all of these. Each thing in each of the chalice, because it's cups, it's emotions, it's watery fluidity. It's, do I choose this? Oh, do I choose that? Oh, which one should I choose? So this card says, honestly, it doesn't matter. They're all an illusion. Actually, everything is an illusion. We've created this grand illusion that we live in and this grand illusion that we are living out. So make a choice. And here's a beautiful thing about choosing. And I'm going to do a little aside for a second. Never have to do anything. Oh, I have to do this. I have to make my bed. I have to go to work. Well, the energy of that is down, right? I choose to go to work. I choose to make my bed. There's a huge difference in the energy. So choose something and do it for a while, just for the experience of doing. Once you've done it for a while, you can go, well, this isn't really suiting me, and then you trash it. So I call this try and trash, because try allows you to be unsuccessful. Trashing it means, didn't work for me, I'm going to do something else. You will come to the place where you find what does work, and then you correct and continue. And you do that over and over and over, which is all any of us do all of the time. All right, Minder, this one is for you. So if you are going to sign any contracts, leases, any of that kind of stuff, read the small print. So swords, thoughts, ideas, the mental realm. What this says is someone is being sneaky. It could even be you being sneaky with yourself. Have you ever had one of those moments when you go, whoa, I didn't know I believed that? So it could be you that's being sneaky with yourself. It could be someone else. But be mindful of this and, suss it out. If you're going to do something with someone and it requires some kind of a contract, then read the fine print. If you're going to do something with yourself and it requires that you really look into the nooks and crannies of yourself, look into the nooks and crannies and be honest with yourself. And that's, that's wonderful for all of us. All right, Marilee, this one is for you, the Hermit, Major Arcana. Okay, what this is saying is that it's time for you to take some time away from the world. Hey, Keith. So take a time out. Put yourself on a time out. The way that I used to do the Hermit when I couldn't go out on a full-blown vision quest was that I would unplug for a few days. And if you have the ability to do it on a weekend, that's awesome. If you're a worker bee, if you're not, then just close in for a little bit. What I would do was unplug all of my electronics, draw my curtains, and I would journey, I would draw, I would write, I would meditate. I would not engage in the world. By the time that Monday morning came along and sometimes Sunday night, I was fully ready to be re-engaged and playing full on. So just rejuvenate for 48 hours really makes a huge difference for us. So see if you can find the time. Alrighty, and Keith, this one is for you. Oh, It's time for a party, Keith. So yeah, this is the party card of the whole entire deck, and it can represent maiden, mother, and crone with feminine side glasses upraised to celebrate life. So isn't that honestly what we're all here to do, is to celebrate life, our own and others, and be joyous and happy all together. So Keith, if you have a party, let me know. I'd love to come. And Bliss everybody. Oh, Gretchen. Okay, I'm grabbing you a card. All right. So apparently, Gretchen, you are getting some praise for the work that you've been doing. How lovely is that? So if you haven't been noticing it, then my suggestion to you is that you start to look and listen where people are going, wow, that's beautiful. Oh, are you doing that? And Gretchen, are you teaching some more classes? I saw that you were doing one with your books, and maybe that's part of what this encouragement is for you, to do it again. So there you go, sweetie. All right. Good night, everybody. Bliss. See you next week. Oh, Connie. All right. Hang on. Oh, all right. So, Connie, this is major arcana. There's only 22 of them in the whole deck. This one says that bring things into balance. Cut away anything that doesn't make harmony and balance in your life, because that harmony and balance is what justice is all about. It's about being in harmony, being in balance. And if you start to think that things are unfair, and this is for all of us, when we start to think that things are unfair, then you know you're out of balance, because everything, no matter what, is here to teach you a lesson and move you forward in life to fulfill your life purpose. So now I'm really running away. So Bliss, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Love to you all. Bye-bye.